Talking about when you guys have a kid go down, everybody goes down, you do ABCs first: airway, breathing, and circulation. All right, in any situation, checking your airways. The other way to remember is look, listen, and feel. Look to see if the chest is rising and falling, means they're breathing. Listen to see if they're breathing at their mouth. You're just gonna come down as you're looking down the chest to see if it's rising. You're listening to hear if you hear any breathing. If you don't, the one thing you can do is reposition the airway real quick, and it's just putting the head in a neutral sniffing position. If you start to hear breathing at that point, then you're good. The kid's breathing, you're fine, and then go on. You're still going to check your pulse, but if they're breathing, they're going to have a pulse. If you don't have breathing and you don't have, the next step is to feel, and that's going to be feeling for a pulse at the carotid artery. On either side of the neck, it's right about here where my fingers are, if you guys can see it, and the same thing on the other side, right about here. If you don't have a pulse, it shouldn't take you within 10 seconds. If you feel it within 10 seconds, you don't feel anything beaten, you're going to start CPR. And hands-only CPR is very simple. You're just going right on the middle of the sternum, the heel of your foot, of your hand on each side, on the middle of the sternum, right along the right side of the nipple line, and it's just straight up and down. Lock your arms out, shoulders above the sternum line, so you should be coming right down the middle of the body here, and just going up and down. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to do it pretty steady, pretty hard, pretty fast, but once you get that good rhythm going, that's all it's going to take. And it's just continuous. Hands-only CPR is just, it's non-stop. You don't stop to do anything. What we usually do here with us is we do 100 to 200 compressions, and then we'll take a pulse check and all that stuff. But on your end, you're just going to do it until you get tired. Even if they wake up, obviously they wake up, we'll stop. But if they're still unconscious and you don't see any change, as you're doing CPR, just keep doing CPR. When somebody gets tired, which is usually about 200, 250 compressions, that's when you're going to switch off with somebody else if you can. If you have another coach there or somebody there with you, then you can do a quick pulse check as you're switching off. And all that, again, you get to 200, you're going to do a pulse check as the other guy's coming down and kneeling down to start these compressions. If you feel a pulse and you stop, if you don't, next guy starts. And that's it. So, pretty easy.